watching Let's Chat.
Welcome back to Let's Chat as we continue on this Wednesday. Told you a moment ago, actor, director, producer, movie star, singer, songwriter, all-around nice guy. Joining us here for a few minutes, and who will be joining us in person this weekend, the one and only John Schneider. John, good morning.
Well, hey, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Better than I
glad.
deserve, and having you on the show just made it even better.
My dad used to say you should be glad you don't get what you deserve, because that's probably a poke in the eye with a sharp stick.
Your dad, no doubt, a very wise man.
Yes,
Hey,
yes.
You're teaming up with our friend Cindy Deering with Cindy's Choice, and you guys are all putting together something really big for Boyd's Speedway, which has got a brand new owner, and you're going to come here this weekend and kind of kick things off.
That's right. I'm going to be there this weekend. In fact, there's we're going to do some racing, some time trials and things, cabin fever race on Friday. On Saturday, there's a whole bunch of great events going on. The thing that really got my attention was that they do an enduro race, which is a 100-lap race. It's the last thing on Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening. And if you have a wreck, the race doesn't stop. There are no yellow flags. It just keeps. It's like rugby. You just keep going, and whoever makes 100 laps first, or I think just whoever makes 100 laps, period, winds up winning. I think the purse is $1,000. So I'm excited about that because I want to do that. I started dirt track racing. My wife and I actually both in 2020. We started dirt track racing.
Well, back in your Dukes of Hazzard days, I don't know if it was editing or whatnot, but I saw you behind the wheel of the General Lee a lot. Were you actually doing some or all of that driving?
Oh yeah. Oh, only some. I did a whole lot of the driving. None of the jumps back then. I have since jumped to General Lee at we do an annual event here in Louisiana called Beau's Extravaganza.
Wow.
So last year for a movie we made, I actually jumped to General Lee about 100 feet, which is not a huge jump, but it's not a speed bump either.
Come to Chattanooga, you'll have an opportunity to do just that. Wait a minute, you are coming to Chattanooga. Tell us what you're going to be doing here to help initiate the new ownership of Boyd Speedway, which is now owned by our friend Emerson Russell.
Yes, I met Emerson the other night. Great guy, great people there at the Speedway. They've redone the track. They've redone the stands, they've redone the VIP area, and they've redone the whole thing. It's beautiful, 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 beautiful. I am going to be doing one of my favorite things. I'm going to be singing the national anthem.
Wow.
And when people do that, people think about the national anthem as some song some joker sings before a sports event. Well, it's more than that. So when I sing the national anthem, I want everyone to sing it, but I go through the words first so that they'll remember, but also so that they'll realize that our national anthem is actually a question. It's not just a song, it's a question. And the question is, does that star-spangled banner still wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave? Is it still up? Are we still free? And it's a question that we are responsible for and obligated to answer as citizens of this wonderful country that we have. Unequivocally, yes, that flag is still waving. Not only is it waving, but it's waving over a free society.
Very, very nicely put. This kind of leads into something else. Obviously, in addition to acting, you've done a lot of singing, a number of albums under your belt. And you're right, the Star Spangled Banner is not just any song. You kind of get butterflies when you're stepping up to the mic and getting ready to do the national anthem.
But yes, but not fearful butterflies. I think that singing the national anthem is an immense privilege. It's a wonderful thing to be able to do because it's not just a song. Now, if you think about it as just a song, the reason why the anthem, they say, is so hard to sing is because you're singing it without any instrumentation.
Right.
And you're standing there alone in front of a bunch of people who are waiting for something else to happen. But when you when you explain to people, I've had so many folks come up from 20 to 90 years old and say, you know, I've sung this song all my life and I never once gave it any thought.
Wow.
The national anthem is not something that should just be performed by rote.
Sure, you are absolutely
Okay.
correct. Hey, a couple of other things very quickly.
Yes.
I know you're pressed for time. You shot a movie here recently, Farmer and the Belle. So this is kind of a welcome back to the Scenic City area for you.
Yes, yes. Farmer and the Belle is great. It's a wonderful Christmas movie. Jen Gottson and her husband put it together. We did a movie together a number of years ago called Doonby.
Right.
So if you have the chance to see that, see that. Now, I would be remiss. We released a movie that is a tribute to Smokey and the Bandit. Mm-hmm. And that movie was released December 4th. It's independent film. It's breaking all the independent records. I'm very proud of it. And I get to drive the triple black car and jump over the river.
We are going to talk a little bit more about that tomorrow. I think Cindy Deering from Cindy's Choice is going to be joining us here.
Terrific.
Hey, I wanted to relate this to you also, and it's kind of a Dear John letter, but not really. Don't you hate letters that begin Dear John?
They all do.
Back in 1984, a young country music disc jockey broke your first hit record, I've Been Around Enough to Know. And in support of that album, you toured throughout the South and did a stop for a concert in Dalton, Georgia. After the concert, you were doing a meet and greet with fans, and I noticed how patient and happy you were to see them. In particular, there was one young girl, a teenager, who was obviously a special needs teenager who was recuperating from brain surgery. You spent a few extra minutes with her, gave her a few extra hugs and a few extra pictures, and that time was about the highlight of her life, and you made a fan out of hers for life. I was that country disc jockey, and that was my little sister.
Thank you. Thank you for reminding me of that. I tell people that one of these days you're going to be gone and someone's going to run into one of your children or someone that you know, someone that you loved, and they're going to say, hey, I met your dad. And whatever they say after that then is up to you now.
Told you, he was a nice guy. There's no doubt about it. John, we look forward to seeing you back here in town this weekend. You're always welcome here. And John, by the way, was the special guest of Sonny McLean at the World of Wheels, I believe, in last year's automobile show.
Oh, that was so much fun. I can't wait till we get to do that again.
John, you're the man. We'll see you back here a little bit later on.
Thank you, my friend. I'll see you. Come out to the races.
We'll see you on the other side of this commercial break.